Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Alex's Afternoon Art Show. Today we are drawing Omega Red as part of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 mural. It has been over a month since I've drawn one of these, so you'll forgive me if I forget some elements of how I do this. But I have still been editing them, so I do remember bits and pieces. Maybe not the intonation I normally use on the intro though. But yeah. It is now the dead of winter, so I've removed the fan, so you no longer have to look at that as half of the frame. But yeah, I suppose I'll just roll the intro now, and then we'll get into it. Now, as you can see, it's still the same as last time. Everybody is here, in the base sketches at least. So yeah, today we're doing Omega Red, who is right here. He's very hidden. So we're going to turn off all the ones who don't need to be on right now. And you'll be able to see some hints about who we're going to see in the near future. But realistically, you don't have to worry too much about seeing, I guess, spoilers, because I'm going to leave him on. Because, yeah, I've forgotten what I was going to say. But yeah, so far we're looking at I don't remember how many characters we've done. I know we're on an odd number, because what this, 28, 30, we're on 32 today. Excuse me. But yeah, so today we're doing Omega Red, who is a character I don't believe I've ever in my life drawn. So we're going to zoom in and just going to turn everything else off, because he is in front of Storm, so you're not really going to be able to see him currently. So I may as well just turn all these other things off right now, just to make my life a little easier. But yeah, he takes up a little less space than some of the other characters, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But yeah, no, I do enjoy doing these. I was looking forward to doing this one, because part of the reason I like doing these is because I get to draw characters who I would not ordinarily draw. And I suppose that's the joy of doing the art show, is that there is something new to experience in it. In that, yeah, I don't think I would have ever drawn Omega Red otherwise. But Omega Red, there's a lot of parts of him which are a little odd. So for example, in a lot of the art anyways I'm seeing from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, there's these like techno bits on his arms where the tentacles come out, where his tendrils come out. And there's bits here which I think could stand to be made a little bigger, because his shoulder pads are quite large. His chin could do it being a little bigger, I think. Yeah, there's some work I think I can be doing here on improving on the base sketch. I think I can do some work here on this. His arms could probably stand to be a bit bigger, because he's quite a chunky boy, as you can see from his body. Okay, zoom in a little bit here. I'm being a little perplexed by something. Is this his arm or is this? It's been months since I've done this base sketch, I should remind you, so that's why I'm having to parse some of this a little bit, and I think that is, I suppose, part of the process, is that I don't remember half of this stuff, so I am having to do some work to remember it. And it doesn't help as well that Omega Red is one of the characters who is drawn incredibly strangely in the art for this game. I'm going to find a better reference image than the one I have open right now. This one is slightly better. This is the better one. Let's see if I can work with that. My mouse is fighting me. I always love when that happens. Anyways, I think that is enough preamble. I think we shall start. Yeah, I think we'll just start. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I'm nearly 40 minutes in, and I've just done the hair, and yeah, I felt like chiming in at this point because, Jesus, drawing this much hair at this zoomed in is difficult, because yeah, just you see, whenever I'm this zoomed in, my lines are obviously much thicker, so I have to be much more careful as I'm putting stuff in that I'm not going over too much, and that I'm leaving things at an appropriate size. I also did like double the size of his head here, because this is where his chin originally ended. This little spot here, it might be hard to see. But yeah, you can see I did basically double the size of his chin. And yeah, the hair, I've decided to include these thick lines here so you can tell the delineation between his, you know, his actual hair and then the ponytail. But yeah, Mega Red is difficult, particularly whenever I'm zoomed in like this. There's a lot of other details which I'm going to have to remix a little bit, like these little pill things here. I'm going to need to make those a little thicker, because they're supposed to be a bit thicker. Yeah, I'm going to need to probably make his arms bigger too, because he could stand to be a little bit buffer. But yeah, I don't think I will fool around for too much longer. I think I'll probably get back into it just about now. Because yeah, this is it is time consuming doing this, and I think likely the rest of it will be a lot faster because the suit isn't very detailed or anything, so I should be able to spaff out the rest of this pretty quick. But yeah, anyways, I'll continue. Okay, that's our details done. We're an hour and a half into the recording now. So, oh god, yeah, this was not a quick one. This was not a quick one. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Yeah, I think I could maybe get some of the rest of this done quickly. Who knows? Maybe I can get bits of it done fast. I don't know. I'd like to. I'd like to get the rest of it done quickly, because it is by no means early in the day. I mean, we're in the dead of winter now at the time of recording, so I mean, it's dark all day. But yeah, it is especially dark now, so hence why I've had the light on the whole time. But yeah, I don't know if I'll have a huge amount of work to do on the dots. Because the dots just need to go on the right, so I don't think I have a massive amount to do dots wise because they're all on the right, so I think they're fine. Yeah, I think they should be fine. But yeah, I'll just get back into it. I'll just try and speed through here as much as possible. Oh, okay. There's our dots done, and that thankfully only took like, I don't know, like 20 minutes. So, reasonably quick, all in all. Now we're onto our colours, which might be quick, who knows. The colours could be quick. I don't know, man. I don't know, I'm tired. I'm tired today. It's primarily because I started this late, and it's now late. So, it's not late, it's like not even 9 o'clock yet, but still. It's later than I would normally do one of these. So we gotta try and figure out what our skin tone is. So he's got grey skin, and it's on the slightly bluer scale, so that's more, I'd say, up here. So I'll give him this kind of skin, something around here, maybe in a little bit further, something like that. Maybe we'll scribble it in just without the background on, just so that I can see what it looks like first. Does that look right? It's looking alright to me. We can always change it. We can always change it if need be. Alright, well, I'll get into this here, and then I'll be back once I've done the colours. Oh god. Well, that is our colours done, so now it's time for the shading. And I just had to check there because I had forgotten how the intensity this is supposed to be. So it is 40%, and the shading's on the right. So this is the Marvel side. So who is the nearest character proper? Be him. Did I? Yeah, he does have that. For a second I thought Dr. Doom didn't have a light line, but he does. Yeah, may as well go grab those colors now, and then we shall do the shading, do the light line, and then we'll be done. So we're 2 hours and 20, so we're not too bad actually on time. This is reasonably short for one of these. Because these have been, for whatever reason, running quite long in recent memory, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, we'll just be able to do this to add some kind of delineation to some parts of this here. I had to sweeten up his red, because whenever I left it more on the orange scale, it wasn't looking quite right to me, so I did sweeten it up a little bit. Tiring work. Tiring work, so it is whenever you're hunched over. But yeah, I'll just continue here, and then back whenever I'm done with shading. Okay, here we are. It's time for the light line, and then we're done. So we're currently sitting at the nearly 3 hours. So it wasn't as quick as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I mean, at this point I've kind of expended all the things that I was going to say, and I'm also tired, so I'm not functioning at full capacity here, so I've not exactly got much that I need to say. But yeah, we'll just do the light line, I think, and then we'll wrap up quickly because I'm tired. I'm very tired. Well, I'm not built for this anymore, I don't think. Anyways, I shall leave you. No, momentarily. Good. So there we are. That is Omega Red. And now, what I will do is, I'll turn off our background, and yeah, his skin and everything still looks alright, so it's fine. We're fine. So I'm gonna zoom out to yeah, that much, because everything's tiny now. And that's all of those characters, plus a couple more. The color diversity in this area is not high. It's mostly just what do you call it? Mostly just white and silver colors. I don't know the. Yeah, well, I'll need to count the characters in a second, anyways. So may as well do that in a moment. It is odd how spread out a lot of these characters are. So, I believe that's everyone, isn't it? Well, I did reorganize them, some of them, because I think I mentioned this last time, but I reorganized a few of them, so characters like Jin doesn't cover up as much of Mingo, so the characters cover roughly the same amount of space-ish. Capcom still covers up more space right now than Marvel, but that will they will soon catch up with one another, don't you worry about that. So, allow me to zoom in a little bit more, and then definitely not that much. So 8 is what we want. Right, so how many cards have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, so that should amount to 32 roughly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 32 characters, 32 characters. So next time who have we got? Next time, I believe, is BB Hood. Yes. Next time is BB Hood. Next time is BB Hood, and then after that, who do we have? After that, then it's Gambit. So yeah. So our next Capcom character is BB Hood, so I should click on that just that I remember. But yeah. Yeah. So that is us. That was a longer one. I mean, it's about the same length. It's hard to say that these are longer now because it's whenever it's the normal length of these things now. But yeah. That was us. 32 characters so far out of 56. So we've still got a few more to go. Oh, my spine. Oh, I think it's what, 12 more characters? No, it isn't. It's 14 more characters. My brain failed me there. But yeah. Yeah, so that is us. I believe I will just try and keep things short and sweet here and just sign us off. So yeah, if you like the video, do what it is you would normally do, whatever that may be, whether that be liking it or whatever it is that suits your fancy. It's the same deal. If you want to subscribe, go for it. If not, oh well. I'll live. Yeah, if you decide to watch the next video, I'll see you next time. So, as you can see, I am optimizing the outro as time goes on, because I feel like it goes on for way too long most of the time, and it would be nice if it was a little quicker. So, I think I've just filled all that time that I would have saved with my little ramble there. So, yeah, without further ado, I will just say goodbye, and that'll be us. So, yeah, bye-bye.